Yes, that game. Grand Blue Versus. Still talking about that game. Like I said, I gave the game a chance. I mean, try, but it's not like something you can force, you know? It's just sometimes it's just either you feel it or you don't. I know it sounds kind of, I know it's hard to understand, and it's even hard to articulate, by the way, so I don't blame you. It's very hard to articulate, you know, what someone is talking about, like, what's your issue with the game? Why can't you get into the game? Or maybe I did because it was a meter thingy. It's like, yeah, I mean, I should. I really should. It shouldn't be that hard. I haven't had any energy to play anything else. I'm definitely not taking it seriously, though. I mean, you can always play a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. That's a thing, too. Ugh, can I get a version of this without those little markings, maybe? Might just go for this, honestly. This is usually the go-to one. Just standard go-to legs. Is that what I go for? I don't go for standards here. I go for... Might put this back on, but that gets in the way. I'm gonna go back to the other legs. There's got to be a version of these legs that don't have these little... Because I would take these legs too, these panther legs. Maybe I need to play through the game of War Games. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, figure out why Kratos is so angry at the gods and stuff like that. And hope the developers never do anything stupid and go after a theology. Because that'd be something that would be essentially ruin the franchise forever. He can mess around with all the mythologies and stuff like that, but once he goes after theology, which is the real thing, by the way, well, there's no hope for the guy. Heck, he shouldn't even have a story. It should just end pretty damn quickly, as most people would say, of course. And considering that the developers like hiding behind stuff, and they do, by the way, they like hiding behind their responses, so it's just like, if they were just willing to talk, they could do something that bonehead, something that ballsy. Honestly. But no, they're not going to talk about it. They feel like it's going to get worse and worse. Yes, people are going to make their death threats and stuff like that. Of course they are. But even the words are too much for them. The publicity is bad. And they should let that bad thing happen so they can realize never to do it again. Like, let's not just do that, please. Let's not. God of War PSP games were awesome. I've never had the pleasure of playing those, honestly. But it would be great to play an action game. The last action game I played was some dude who... Tokibots, I think is what it's called. Yeah, that's the last action game I played. I'll get used to the knees. Who's this loser? Just came back from the saloon, huh? And you're a level 30, I don't swing that way.
See ya.
Now I gotta save this outfit so I don't lose my legs. Oh yeah, probably gotta go back to the same ground that you've seen before because it's kind of important to me. These legs weren't really that bad. I may have golden toes. How gold were these? There's like gold at the bottom, but that's about it. Guess it'll have to do. Alright, oh yes, let's see. I was gonna actually learn a new type of skill this time. Like, a new weapon, because I noticed our team is lacking in the department of people giving a crap about how stuff should be done. Like, sure, we have our elements, but we don't seem to have our gunners in around when we need our gunners. I mean, I'll work on it at some point. But it's just so funny, I just never see it. It's like, come on, guys. At least attempt to try something. At least. You tell me you don't even want to do all that? No? Well, I got hours to burn. Alright, that's some person. The PSO thing will come to an end. We're going to keep working on Tector until we get it right. We think we have a pretty good understanding about how Tector works.
Thanks for stopping by.
And we're also thinking about possible class changes too. About what additional classes could I possibly have along with this. Because it may not have to be, what could it be? Could it really be Slayer? River was definitely working for a little bit. But only a tiny bit. What a tough decision this is. Yeah, it's a very tough decision. And I could easily upgrade myself a little bit. It just take about 10 million to just upgrade the free-to-play gear. But we're supposed to wait. We're supposed to see if something special is going to happen. Could give myself some more defense. Well, I guess I have so many old games I should play. I mean, sometimes we make mistakes, you know, it happens sometimes. If you play a game and you think to yourself, damn, this game sucks. Like this RPG I got. I mean, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and grab my whole PlayStation collection, because I can hold it all in my single hand. Be right back.
Good luck.
Okay, now my controller's plugged in, and I'm going to a spot where you're going to see some funny stuff on the screen, but I'm going to have to describe the games that I have in here, because I have my entire PSP collection on me right now, so there's no confusion about and me thinking about going to the and stuff like that. So the first thing I have in my hand right now is Ultimate Alliance, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, a pretty average, fun game as far as I'm concerned. Because there's definitely some tiers in this alliance where you could just look at it and see, damn, what does it say? No thanks. That's the worst type of alliance I've seen in my life. They have to be second account having people. Anyway, Marvel Alliance is an average game. It's just one of those dungeon crawlers as far as anyone's concerned. You know, just minus all of the, sure there's leveling up, but it's just like, it's quick, you know? It's just quick and easy. It's not really something that's going to, you're not going to have to go through another stage and stuff. And all of the grinding, if there's any, is actually more... Number 2, by the way. Yeah, I want to preface that. It's the second one. The second one is good. The only grinding you ever have to do, if you feel like it, not that you ever have to, is trivia questions. You know, so you can get more familiar with the Marvel Alliance universe and stuff like that. Which I think is pretty nice. And a couple of bonus missions that unlock other superheroes and stuff. And granted, there are some extremely annoying things, but they can be avoided. So, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't do anything breathtaking. It's a fun game. I'm even playing it a second time on hard mode, just because I have nothing better to do. Average game. It doesn't really do anything. Let's see. Second game, Shaolin Showdown. Now, you might remember that show, but did you know they had a video game? They were popular enough. Now, this is Now, this game does something different that no other game has ever done before I've ever seen, where the game basically plays its... He's hiding behind a curtain. The game basically plays itself, which is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, or seen before. Because your NPC bots are around doing stuff, the same thing you're doing, but there's no health bar or anything like that. You know, it's just like, you get hit, the worst that happens, you get knocked down for a few seconds and just, you get waked back up. It's just an odd gameplay type of thing. And they have extra characters, too, like, you're really going to be playing this, like, a lot. It's such a weird game. Hell, I could just sit on the toilet without actually touching the game, and it'll play itself, and it'll be progressed significantly to where a point it'll be over. There might be very minimal... It's a bad game, is what I'm basically saying, because you don't really have to fucking play it, really. It plays itself. That's the stupidest shit I've heard in my life. So definitely lower than Ultimate Alliance 2. By a lot. Now let's see. What is this called again? Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Which I think is Need for Speed Underground. That game is, it's not my cup of tea. It has all customizations. Sounds like the Ultimate Tenkaichi. Well, it's a fighting game, so obviously you have to fight something. Sure, if you could get away with just pressing one button, I mean, that's still more important than literally just sitting your controller down. It's the stuff I do in Deck Space, where I just sit my controller down, hold one button, and just go to the next step, then sit, wait, and stuff like that. It's worse than that. But back to Midnight Club 3, which is a racing game, a street racing game. Not my cup of tea. I kind of get lost. You know, I'm so used to circuits racers where it's clear defined where you go. Sure, there might be a situation where you find shortcuts you have to look around, but it's still kinda annoying, in my opinion. Like, I guess it's just not my cup of tea. Not to mention, it takes place at dark, by the way. Which is another thing, because of course it has to take place at dark. It's Midnight Club. It's supposed to fit the theme and stuff like that. Maybe if they threw in a couple of car chases or something, or you chasing somebody else, I'd be into the game. Like being a police officer. Yeah, if I was a police officer chasing some dude and off-roading some guy, that'd be different. Of course, that game is called CQ Chase, but that's not the game, so it's higher than Shaolin Showdown, but it's lower than Ultimate Alliance. Let's see. We're going to just skip the game that I haven't played yet, but let's see. Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron. It's actually in the same boat as Ultimate Marvel Alliance. Average game, but kind of plays something... Oh, right. This bitch is singing. Okay, hold on. Let me go to some... I ain't trying to listen to her sing. She's going to distract me. Maybe I'll go to my Alliance base. That's what I'll do. Don't worry. I'll get back to the conversation in just a second. Maybe I'll add something there too while I'm talking. Okay, Star Wars Battlefront Rogue Squadron is basically like Star Wars Battlefront. But, you know, handheld version. I mean, it does basically everything you expected a Star Wars Battlefront game to do, essentially. but it's pocket sized, and I feel like it's missing some things. I mean, I can't even play as the well, the game does say there's a way to actually play as the heroes or villains. Burnout on PSP, I think is I prefer. Yeah, even the act of crashing and driving fast, and that mentioned, it wouldn't be my cup of tea either. But that takes place at daytime, so I would probably choose Burnout over something driving at night. Unless I would okay be at night driving if it was Cirque, but I've already explained that to you. So it's in the same boat as, let's see, is it better than? Actually, I take it back. It's lower than Ultimate Marvel Alliance, but it's in the same. Let's just say it's in the same tier as Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It's just average. It gets the job done, and I could see myself playing it a second time. Shaolin Showdown, I can't see myself playing this game, and Midnight, it's kind of unbearable. They're both in the same category. Let's see, next game. Aragon, one of the games I actually finished, by the way. Oh, I want to preface that I did finish Ultimate Marvel Alliance and Battlefront. Those make clear. Aragon was a pain in the fucking ass to beat. At least when it came, because the game was starting all right, and then it got worse over time. And this Aragon is that where you're riding a dragon. So it was my first flying game in the PSP. So flight controls, I felt were actually okay. It's just the progression in combat and enemies lasting too fucking long as opposed to is what pissed me off. And if that freaking, and everything just seemed like there was no timer. It was just you getting pelted by projectiles that you couldn't simply fucking dodge. Yeah. Except you have a bit more freedom, I would say. I mean, you got to do a dive attack that ate enemies off of the ground and sheep like that. You had a fireball. Even Aragon had some magic spells too. So both you and the dragon had some form of attack. So it was cute. You even had crazy situations where you would just jump off a dragon off to another person's dragon. Of course, the only person you're doing that to is the final boss because, well, having a dragon is an extremely rare thing. This isn't where everyone has a fucking dragon. But it's cool that he could do something like that. So, I wouldn't touch the game again, personally. So, it's in between Ultimate Marvel Alliance and above Shaolin Showdown. Like, it's completed. Actually, I take it back. Can we have games that I've completed but will play again? And then I have the games that I have completed and would not ever play again. I'll never touch them again. Aragon is below because I beat it, but I'll never touch it again. And then we have Pursuit Force Extreme Justice. This was a fucking banger at first. Because I have a mixed relationship with this game. It has the arcade style shooting and driving thing that I'm talking about. The police thing I was always talking about, chasing people, it was great. And then it tried to have different game modes where you're in a third-person shooter, and the controls are absolutely garbage. I remember putting the game down for that for a while. But eventually, I got used to it. Eventually. And then the game does the little thing where you sure are you a PlayStation person? And it does those little quick time events that are a little bit too quick for me to handle. And I don't have enough health to survive certain thresholds. And I'm actually kind of stuck, really. So, and the type of stuff where I need to sit there and actually look at my PlayStation. And bear in mind, when I'm playing my third-party PlayStation control, yeah, when I'm playing my third-person PlayStation 4 controller right now that I use for fighting games, my buttons are kind of worn out in the painting department, so I kind of have no idea what button I'm pressing anymore. It's just slight colors, because I rub them off over time because eating and playing controllers is just something that a lot of people just cannot help. So, shockingly, because of this, even though I've never beaten it, and I don't know if I plan on going back to it, so it's actually lower than Aragon, which is actually pretty embarrassing, but higher than Shaolin Showdown, but lower than Ultimate Alliance. Tiki Bots was it was a puzzle game, is what it was. A little silly, little trying to balance. How can I describe this? Let's see. Maybe I could describe it like this. I can describe it with this game right here. Let's see. We'll use this to describe it. What the hell is this? Flying? No. I need an object. Alright, here we go. We'll describe it like this. You see this little motherfucker right here? Now imagine having at least 4 of these. Yeah, Tokabots, yeah. I mean, I'll give it credit for having, like, some... Actually, to give it credit, okay, to be fair, a lot of the games I have had voice acting, so it's not exactly a phenomenon. Now, imagine this. These are your Tokabots right here. You start off with fucking 4. You progress in the game, and you eventually get more. Like 2 more. You go through the story, and then you lose them. Because somebody steals them. And then you go through the story and get 2 more, 2 new ones, to replace the old ones. And then finally, you get your old 2 back, that was kidnapped from you. And then you have 8 these little motherfuckers that follow you around, mimic your every move, and you have different formations of how to deal with threats. Granted, you do have some form of combat, like spinning as a propeller, to also lower your descent. Yeah, it was a decent game. Wouldn't go back to it again. The game does have options, but I can't even find shit online about, I want to look online and see what you get for doing the time trials and shit like that. So, shockingly, it's the same place as Aragon, which makes it higher than Pursuit Force, which is lower than Ultimate Alliance, which is higher than Shaolin Showdown, which will be dead last, actually. Dead fucking last. Oh, and this beauty right here? I mean, this one should go without saying. Everyone knows what Soul Calibur is. And this is my only taste of Kratos, by the way. Well, aside from the Xbox 360 Mortal Kombat, of course. To think this guy has been around so many places. He's been in Soul Calibur, and he's been in Mortal Kombat. Broken Destinies. The only crime here is that I can't play with, with actual people and stuff like that. But, I do like the Soul Calibur branding, though. I mean, there is no story mode from what I can tell. It's kind of weird. But this is the type of game that you could just fuck around with, So, I want to say it's in the same category as, because there is no, completion for this Soul Calibur. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I played it for a little bit, but I know I play it again. We'll be bold and say Soul Calibur is in a higher tier than Ultimate Alliance. Even though it doesn't have multiplayer whatsoever. Ooh! I have Outrun 2006. You remember that game, don't you? The game that has the, whatchamacallit? The driving with your girlfriend type of game. Not racing, not pursuing, but driving. Which is interesting, Really, really interesting. I would play the shit out of this game sometimes. I always used to play this at the laundromat when I was waiting for my clothes to dry. Just to see how far I can get. To see how I can impress a girl. This easily... And this is a single-player game, by the way. So, it would be a step above... It's in the same tier as Soul Calibur, Broken Destinies, but higher than it, because, I could see myself playing this game again. But to be fair, let's put them in the same category. Higher than, Ultimate Alliance, and above everything else. Let's see. Let's see what else we have. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Now... This game is actually pretty sad. It's sad because it wasn't ambitious enough. Because, off the top of your head, what do you think type of game Transformers would probably be? What do you think genre would it best categorize? Would it be the best way to categorize itself is? Like, literally. You might get it right on the second try, but not the first try. Most people would assume it's a beat-em-up. That's what most people assume. Now, it takes the smart route and becomes a top-down shooter. Which is all fine and dandy. Nothing extreme. It gets the job done. And you think to yourself, Transformers, Cybertron, or next week was the best ones. Really? I'm going to look into that. Probably won't have to get it until July, though. That'll be something to do when I go to Myrtle Beach. Let's see. This game has, one driving section. And then I play through the game and it's over. I'm like, Are you fucking kidding me? I just get one of those. What are you afraid of? I've never played a game that was afraid of being ambitious. All it needed was a couple of more. We had all these missions and only one driving section. They should at least have 3. Like, are you kidding me? So, it's in the same category as Tokobots and Aragon for I have completed, but probably wouldn't mess with again because, and it does have more content, but it has the other side. Yeah, or do about the Transformers game where you can't transform. That's another thing that pissed me off too. I mean, they have a little special move where you just transfer to your robot and just screen clear. It's like, yeah, that's cute. I guess you got the transforming part, like whatever. Like fucking whatever. Oh, what's this? Hold on, I gotta take my glasses off of this one. Soul Blade Dancer? Now this is my first RPG for this game, which pisses me off pretty badly. I have gotten maybe 2 to 3 hours in this fucking game, and I know it's one of those games I know that's gonna piss me off deeply. It's one of those fucking games where you keep bashing shit down, like, in addition to having to grind, because you'll get bent over backwards if you try to go too far. Your weapon will break. So you actually have to get used to the crafting mechanics in this game. You have to. And it's like, oh, really? Do I really want to go through that? I could see myself playing again just to get further, but it'd just be, what, an hour of grinding, and then, okay, maybe I can go. Oh, man, I'm getting cooked. I gotta get out of here. Oh, I didn't make it in time. Old school RPG-ness. You better be careful that you can walk it back. Yeah, it's alright. At least you can control the camera good. Yeah, you can control the camera good. The game's got a little bit of voice acting. It's your simple little you meet 4 different friends type of adventure and stuff like that, but it's the weapon degradation, it fucking annoys the hell out of me. I had to play differently by basically just going hands for the most part and using special attacks. That's what I had to do. When I was going to an actual fight, I had to equip my weapon and just start hitting them. And I had to be very lots of annoying resource management. I had to make multiple copies of weapons, shittier weapons, and save my good weapons for later. So you know my feeling's going to be when I start to find a good weapon that's going to break at some point. So, let's see. It's going to be on the same boat as Pursuit Justice, where I don't know if I'll play the game again. It's higher than Shaolin Showdown, but it's lower on the totem pole than Transformers, which is kind of funny, by the way. Gosh, I love organizing my game like this. Let's see what's left. Okay, now we have the have not played tier. What the fuck are you waiting for type of thing. So this is the final tier. We're going to put that tier at the very bottom because I haven't played these games. What's wrong with me? I got them. I got one for $7, $15, and $18. So let's see. A racing game I'm interested in playing called Grip Shift. It looks like, because the cover art gives me an idea of what it is. You're racing on a track. You have a missile coming at you. You're collecting stars, and maybe you probably maybe your typical Mario Kart thing, but maybe something different. I don't know. Obviously, it used to be a 4-player game. It has mini games. Like, it looks like the game is actually trying. Puzzle, platform, driving, action. I can't wait to get into it. Maybe when I'm feeling really, really depressed, I'll play the game. And this will perk me back up. So, definitely in the, actually, we'll go ahead and put in a tier above Soul Calibur Destiny, because games I do want to play, but haven't touched yet. Bust a Move is an easy, it's pretty damn easy. Everyone knows what Bust a Move is. It's that little puzzle game where you aim the little thing to the left, a little to the right, and shoot like that. I don't know why I got it. Maybe it was just one of those impulse buys or something like that. So, you know. But we all make impulse. But, gotta put it in the same tier as Grip Shift because I have to play it at least so I don't look like a fucking fool of buying it but never playing it and stuff like that. And then I have this unique Gunpei for PSP. A gaming legend delivers his puzzle masterpiece. Originally created by the late Gunpei... Wait, what? Originally created by the late Gunpei Yokoi, winner of the GDC 2003 Lifetime Achievement Awards and the legend behind some of the games industry's greatest hardware and software successes, comes Gunpei, a modern masterpiece puzzle game. Alright. Interested to play, but gotta play it type of tier. Okay, that completes my tier list. Actually. Not gonna go through every game, but I'm gonna just list all the games from the top. So starting from the very worst, we have Shaolin Showdown, and then from the next tier we have okay, fuck me. Hold on a second. We're gonna put Blade Dancer in. We can still progress in Blade Dancer, so that's gonna be next in the let's see, A, B, C, D, E, F. So Shaolin Showdown is in the F tier. Blade Dancer is probably in the D tier. At least everything in that group. Aragon is in the F, E, A, B, C. Wow, hold on a second. A, B, C, D is in the D tier. Yeah, Aragon is in the D tier, along with Tokubots and Transformers. A, B, C. A, B, C, D, E, F. Wow, I got my tiers wrong. Give me a second. Give me a second. Look at that. It's got to be an E tier, so I can make an S tier. Okay, E tier, Shaolin Showdown. F, Blade Dancer. D, Aragon. C, Ultimate Alliance 2. B, Outrun. And then A tier, the trio, the Grip, Bust a Move, and Gunpei, which is the have not played tier. Final answer. I'm gonna have to get rid of these or they're gonna start asking questions. Get out of here, you're embarrassing me, you're embarrassing me, you're embarrassing me, you're embarrassing me. Alright, that takes care of that. Maybe I'll do GameCube. If I could actually carry, but I probably can't carry the whole GameCube collection in one hand. With this game I could carry it in one arm. But that was nice. To get it out of my system. To talk about the PSP. Which might still keep growing. I don't know. I feel like I've hit in basically every genre that matters. I mean, I have my fighting games. I have my puzzle games. I have my shooting games. Technically only one shooting game. I have my adventure games. I have one RPG. And I have dog shit. Yep. That plays itself. Because we all can't have the... Because we all have to take chances, you know? We have to. Obviously, with some games I didn't take chances with. Marvel Ultimate Alliance was obviously an easy pick. But this whole gear shift thing, I just hope it's good, you know? And I was hoping that Shaolin Showdown would be good. I mean, you look at the gameplay, you think it's alright, but then, and it has the same issue as Grand Blue Versus, by the way, where it's the complete opposite. I was bitching about the Battle Hub in that game, where Shaolin Showdown got no hub at all. Nothing. It's just a blank screen. I know for some games that's cute and all, and immersive, but it's fucking annoying because I don't know how much stuff I've collected, and yes, characters blink when you grab things, but it's still really annoying. It's like, no. No, no, no. It doesn't work out for me. Oh well. Well, they said that... Well, I guess someone was going to make a giant spider monster out of that thing, because of course they were. Now I'm going to have to do that, but on a smaller scale. But it'd be too obvious. What the hell are you? Just giant TV. Oh, whoever gets a job done, I suppose. Could I find a new Alliance member, I wonder? You have many tentacles. Just turns herself into a spider tentacle lady. Okay, gotta get ready for this urgent quest. Honestly, I'm just surprised they're talking about the tentacles. Yes, it's a transforms the face. Yee. I hate to be that guy, but those tentacles aren't nothing special. I mean, it is something that everyone can acquire. I just didn't know you could make them that big. Is the question. Pretty neat. I like how the legs blend into each other. But hey, I'll let her have her fun. She probably had a lot of friends to impress. My goodness, your boobs are too big for you. You can't even... It takes over your... Look at this! This is all wrong.
How are you?
Can't see. There's two of them. Mansion, I think. I'm sorry, a Xanet weapon? You have a Xanet weapon. And a mic... Okay. No, a Xanet... What did they do? Hold on, there's something wrong here. Would they need a Grand Dread... Would they really need a Grand Dread Keeper at this point? I can understand the Grand Dread Keeper, because the other one is not there. The Lux is shit. Actually, I don't have to look too hard. I just have to look over here, don't I? 44. I'm still going to add him to the alliance deal, just before I'm thinking about it. Ugh, you whore. Honestly, I wouldn't mind skipping up this urgent quest, really. I mean, I've gotten all I could from here. I mean, the shit does get tiresome. Actually, let's see what's not tiresome. What's not tiresome is harassing him and killing him in a couple of seconds. And getting the rewards I need. I mean, they don't expect to just keep doing that quest over and over and over again, huh? Even whatchamacallit is more valuable. I feel like he's important. Jinx. In a party, huh? We'll see about that. Whatever they're doing, they're not committed yet. As far as I'm concerned, it's their open season. For good shooters on PSP, I recommend Metal. The Alliance's name... hold on a second, I gotta... This is a funny one. Let's see, I guess the name matters. We might have a new Alliance member. They're asking about the name. Mod. Go ahead and ask what it means. I have something to explain for it. Man of business. That's my, whatchamacallit. We never talked about the name of it, but I'm going to assume it means man of business. I want to be a baller. I want to be a little taller. Oh my gosh, that song. I gotta listen to that song again. I'm sure if I type in the phrase, I want to be a baller, you don't look important. Was that one of our own? Let's see. It couldn't have been one of our own, right? I'm good, thanks for asking. He didn't like it because of the name. He didn't like it because of the fucking name. That's so... That's a shame. He didn't like it because of the name. And then, I'm good. Thanks for asking. It's like, hey, I didn't choose a name. You can make anything sound cool if it's popular enough, really. It's a matter of them not trying, that's all. I should just catch all the people who show up in Stia, really. I should. Would it hurt to play other games right now? At least I had to try to tough it out for today. That's what needs to happen. Of course, I also need to eat something, too. Yeah, I used to be a baller. But I used to be a footer, too. And a wrestler. That career lasted the shortest.
Emergency announcement. We have confirmed a high energy reading in the Steer region and are currently assessing the situation. All ARC's defenders, please prepare for deployment.
Funny how none of my alliance members are even asking to join me in a... How much time do I have left? These guys are obviously trying to... Oh, no, actually, they're just... 3 minutes left before the urgent quest happens.
How are you?
I mean, it'd be quick to deal with both. It really would be. Very quick. Assuming people know what they're doing. And then I can get down to business. Because what else do I really need from that boss fight? We're gonna pop our trigger halfway through the fight so we don't mess up again. Do we have the trigger? Let's go ahead and pop you now. There, because that lasts for 24 hours. This is absolutely crazy why this is so difficult. All I have to do is just... What are these guys? They just call it zeros. Well, everyone has their alliance. Truth be told, you can't expect to deal with them all. Not at once. Some people demand more. A lot more than what we can possibly offer. And the guy's kind of new. He can't get all. He can't entice everybody. He just can't. Too difficult. What will be the first game I play when I get off this game? I know how much I need. It's just a matter of just beating the odds, that's all. That's all. And then I try to make money. But you don't make money by doing nothing. You have to actually make money by doing something. And I just know the grind's going to get much harder. Like, honestly, I'm really thinking about just taking the easy way out and not doing this, what are you going to... Wait, what will you play when you're off this game? Let's see. Honestly, TMNT seems like a pretty easy bet. It seems like it. I mean, Street Fighter 6 would be too easy. I'd probably run my ass back to, whatchamacallit, Street Fighter 6 and go to, no, it would be too easy to run back to Street Fighter 6 and go to World Tour mode and do that same grind that I did back in the past. Too easy. But hey, to be fair, it was fighting related, you know. Legendiosa rifle. And well, this person has the best in slot, and you don't fuck with people like that at all. They are way beyond. It is. I might even have the tolerance to play the Sega fighting game for once. I'll just play all the characters I like and stuff like that, you know, and see what I can beat them with. But hey, maybe that's the challenge too. Playing in a stupidly hard fighting game and try to at least get an ending. Don't even worry about the best ending. Just get a fucking ending and be okay with it. Like, I'm just satisfied I actually beat that piece of shit. And using all the cheap tactics that I've learned online. Because that whole grab looping thingy was hysterical. And I can't imagine playing, which means I'm gonna be not touching any of the characters, by the way, because I can't imagine not playing that game without, grab loots. Unless, of course, I'm using a charge motion character, which Donatello was, surprisingly, in that game. So weird. He has a very weird way to do a rapid poking attack, too. But the game is obviously a mechanical mess, and it just can't compare to the Super Nintendo. But at least the NES game is alright. I mean, that isn't complete garbage. Someone dressed himself as a damn xenomorph. Why didn't I think about that? I guess I'm not that black to think about it. Yeah, that's probably it.
You piece of arch trash!
I don't know why I keep missing the timing behind that. It should be the easiest thing in the world.
You piece of arch trash!
Alright. Only Tector, huh? That's always funny. And pretty funny, too. Me being the only Tector. Like, we have a better likelihood of running into a Ranger than actual. I really could not block that, huh? Did I mention how annoying this boss is to fight sometimes? It just... Sometimes it's hard to aim to. Even with auto aim.
A variable beyond my grasp.
I also switched to the wrong class too. I need to switch to a bouncer so I can break this person better.
Really quite troublesome. What an obvious solution.
Oops.
Solution tells me that you struggle in vain. I've no use for broken playthings.
You can see why everyone likes this character. He's so talkative. People are into that for some reason.
These calculations no longer. What an obvious solution. What an obvious
Got blocked at that time. Thankfully. And nobody's left too, that's great.
Utterly repulsive. You piece of arch trash.
But there'll come a point where this boss becomes useless. Like as soon as these buffs go away, all these reductions, oh, I bet no one's going to be touching him again. He's not going to be worth playing again, whatsoever. They're going to have to do something to even him out. He almost got out of that, which is extremely scary thinking about. Like, really close to recovering.
There must be some garbage in the formula. Omniscience lies beyond the void, beyond decay. I am Luther the Fallen. I am one with the Akashic Records.
They're running around near the circle anyway, so it's all good.
There must be some garbage in the formula. Utterly repulsive.
You could double tap work. If you ever want to challenge yourself, try to beat the enemy. I mean, I could stomach playing that game, honestly. I already found my character I like, Raphael. But hey, maybe I'll make it into a marathon. That'll last an hour. I mean, I can't imagine playing any other character other than Leonardo. Like, once you figure out how to beat it with the character, you kind of sort of don't want to do anything else. You look for basically anyone who has the exact same tools as him, grabbing-wise. And they don't have the same grabbing tools, oh, you best believe you ain't touching them. I mean, it's great that Donatello does have a better anti-air. I mean, that could solve a lot of problems with enemies jumping in on me. But hey, we're talking about, you know, Bach knowing to jump at the right time, so how much could that possibly help me, truthfully? I just need to have a regular good anti-air to begin with, which some characters have.
I am one with the Akashic Records. My solutions are absolute. Desired solution myself. You're nothing.
He says, aimed at the right thing, man.
You piece of arch trash. Utterly repulsive.
It actually worked that time.
No use for
I forgot about doing this. He thinks I'm a broken plaything over here.
What an obvious solution. What an obvious solution.
Somebody died there. For me, it's funny.
What an obvious solution.
Just wait for him to get to his next phase, that's all. I froze, I died. I forgot that thing can freeze. I'm supposed to be whatchamacallit. Okay, I wasn't my ranger class, so I thought I accidentally did that at one point. Oh, he's doing this now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think two of them are dead. 3 people are dead, okay. Alright, we can basically go hyper here.
Calculations complete. Now to present my findings. Foolish arts.
Gotta do it mad early, huh? Oh, how you die from that angle? That's a good angle.
Now to present my findings.
So I had to dodge early, huh? Okay, so dodge early instead of immediately. I got it.
Now to present my findings. Foolish arts.
Oh, I want to be on this side actually. Dead bodies.
Calculations complete. Now to present my findings.
I could have dodged that one. That time I wasn't paying attention.
Calculations complete. Now to present my findings. Calculations complete. Now to present my findings. Foolish arts.
Know your place.
You got more damn DVDs. Oh yeah, I got plenty of DVDs. But I do value my VHS even more. They're a bit funnier.
Calculations.
Yeah, they hold more important members.
Now to present my findings.
You know, like Family Matters.
Time to end this.
Oh, he's gonna end it, huh?
No use for broken plate.
I'm already at full power. Time to end it.
What an obvious solution. What an obvious solution. What an obvious solution. Solution tells me that you struggle in vain. Have no use for broken playthings. What an obvious solution. Calculations no longer.
This isn't gonna work out.
You're nothing. A variable beyond my grasp.
Hope they're breaking that thing up top. Hope they're breaking it. I missed it actually. I wasn't even aiming at it at all actually. Oops.
Akashic records, come to me.
Everyone's kind of pissed now that it happened. It's like, come on, man. We lose 2 minutes over this. A skippable phase. I would say other Darkfall type had that same feature too, where you could skip a phase if you did it just right, or did enough damage. But the less we talk about Darkfall's ages, the better. But hey, this might be the new Darkfall's ages for all we know. This could divide the community. Who am I kidding? It will divide the community. The people who know what they're doing and those who don't. And there's going to be an extreme version of this too. I wonder how the extreme version is going to play as. Because I'm curious to know. Very curious.
Solution I sought. This cannot be. Where did I go wrong?
Where did I go wrong? I keep forgetting to pop that damn boost every time I play this. Every time. It's just something about it, man. Now it's already passed. I don't have to give Luther a second. No, he doesn't own me. He doesn't. Who's to say the triggers that we need won't show up later on in the 21st anyway? But I have a feeling that might be the case. They're showing up in the scratch ticket just fine. I'm just gonna solve my problems by going to whatchamacallit.
Attention Arch defenders. We are beginning a counter-offensive against the
Because he's not giving us anything.
We request the participation of all
He's giving me
Arch defenders.
glands, giving us masses. That's basically a penis, if anyone's concerned. What glands are. I got glands. Like, how goofy is that? And you can at least have the decency to drop me off a good weapon. Try to... Alright. We end this the way it needs to be ended. In a quicker game. I am just not putting it with Luther a second time around. I do not want to put it with the RNG of having to deal with him again constantly. Like, it's already going to get tiresome, and like, I already know. Like, don't get attached to the guy. And there might be a small intermission too, a small little break before I get down to business. I just don't understand what this...
A large energy reading from the sky.
Who would make a comic like this?
Enemy is coming.
You're not even a superhero.
It's Dark Falls.
It'll take a little more time before the cannon is ready. Please, do your best to slow it down.
There's gonna be a little in-game intermission, by the way, where I keep the game on still.
Can an Arch defenders group say reply? What's going on inside? Please.
I'm just glad they have a protocol for this sort of thing. If the HP is done, that's it. I just think the double urgent questing might be a very bad idea. On this boss right here is a very, very bad idea. You guys have made it to a point where you're going to separate the community. When Zepeto came in, he didn't separate no community. He didn't. You came in, you were all about how quickly you could hit him, not about how, I don't know. It's just that when you introduce those type of mechanics, you also introduce problems for the future. Like, Luther's future is going to be very, very, relegated to certain things. Like I said, as long as Dark Falls, Integra is here, there's hope. And by hope, I mean there's another way to just avoid this and say, oh, good grief. At least I get to play something else. Guess I'll save my boosters for where it matters. Okay, gonna take a... Even though the game's gonna still be on, we're gonna take a little intermission. It's gonna happen. Because I certainly want to eat something. Might do fast food. But I have leftovers. And I have lemon pepper. And I have spicy. Baked ziti. I'll have some leftover baked ziti is what I'll have. Because all my chicken's all crusty and hot. I just want to eat and be ready for tomorrow. That's what I want to do. I want to feel great. You know, I've somewhat been, well, I've been in bed all day. It's just... Oh good, they're horny. And I'll be sad when a certain thing is not available, by the way. Hated those. I'm sure I get more of those. Do I really want to stomach that? That makes it 10 exactly. These are old news. I don't think these actually been worth anything, really. We'll let these go down. Yeah, get rid of them. Crap, there's an extra window that actually pauses it and stuff, but you can't do anything with vouchers. What I can tell. 6. Is that right? I guess my math was off or something. Yeah, my math was off. I think I already messed with Ash Mercury. Now he's over here. Maybe. Sure, we'll see. He had a launcher, so I think he can still put in the work. I guess I can see what's being purchased right now. What on earth is actually popular around here? The new augments, obviously. I should think about selling those. Right, the turnover thingy. Actually, why don't I use that? Every time I block an attack, I'm gonna get like a bunch of energy back. Wow, these are at 1,000 now? What a stark contrast from what it used to be. Strange. Not sure why anyone would run with that, really. Just, I don't know. Right, no one's found this weapon yet. It's extremely rare. 90 mil. This is clearly the degree of flex, by the way, like a... And we know that person was like, oh, we use a sergeant to make that one. Nothing else matters, right? I assume. This is about sending a message to the community that I got it. I got the super rare weapon. Not you. Me. Well, if I want to get some more enjoyment out of this game, I'm going to go ahead. Hey, it's Baby Bowser. If I want to get some more enjoyment out of this game, I need to go ahead and work on switching classes. I was thinking about going Gunner, but Gunner doesn't really cut it. Let's see. Well, I better strip naked too. Put this away for now. It feels so good not having to worry about a certain boss fight now. Should I even bother putting the game on if I'm not gonna play it? Seems kind of tasteless. What is a good sub for this, I wonder? Alright, Slayer. Which reminds me, which is something I haven't done in a long time. Let's see. We're gonna have to get some money for this. You don't look like somebody who's an alliance player at all. You look like somebody who's just there for yourself, and I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong about it, but pretty obvious. Pretty damn obvious that's the case. Gonna have to rearrange this a bit.